Hey guys, thank you so much for jumping into this video today. My name is Danny ColdBlood, aka MusicVidiot, and recently in Grand Theft Auto 5, we were given a huge Easter egg. We were able to play as the Beast, and that is basically a pun from the movie Teen Wolf, starring Michael J. Fox. And I see a direct connection to Trevor. Right now you are looking at a still image from the movie Teen Wolf. This is actually the first scene of the entire movie. Now, I circled a couple things on the picture because they're really relevant things, especially when looking at Grand Theft Auto 5 and the Chiliad Mystery. Now, these things are not coincidences, guys. This stuff is directly taken by Rockstar and put and implemented into Grand Theft Auto 5. The first thing I want to point out is the number 42. Most of you may be familiar with this already because I brought this up on my channel time and time again, but we have 42 being the answer, okay? And this stand on the beach is all about astrology, and we know that the Uranus opposition is a midlife crisis. It says right here that Uranus is 42. And then it says the key to understanding the root of life's problems, horoscopes have the answer. Midlife crisis? Now, a midlife crisis is exactly what is going on in the players' lives. We have Michael going through a midlife crisis. Even Trevor's at that age going through a midlife crisis. Franklin's not at that point yet in his life, but Trevor and Michael both apply to this, and we do know that the number 42 is a big standing relevancy within the entire topic. There is a reason that Rockstar chose the Beast from Teen Wolf for their Easter egg in Grand Theft Auto 5. So taking a closer look at Teen Wolf, we look at the soundtrack and see some interesting stuff. Alright, we have Flesh on Fire as one of the tracks, Big Bad Wolf, Win in the End. This one is really what catches my eye. Number 4, Shootin' for the Moon. We know that we have Shoot for the Stars, but also in a previous GTA 5 title, when we shot the moon, didn't it get bigger? Wasn't that the biggest Easter egg in that game? The fact that music plays a huge role within Rockstar and the games that they create is not news to us. I've been telling you guys this time and time again. Now, the fact that we are able to link up certain things is what really helps us progress within this mystery. Right here next to the hidden intersection sign, and I've talked about the tunnels, underground tunnels, clues that led me to what I found, all that stuff, okay? Now, right next to this hidden intersection sign, we have Rebel Radio. And Rebel Radio has a Morse code that happens at certain times. It has the skull on it, which is the same skull that is on Trevor's truck. So we're having links directly to Trevor. We're seeing more and more connections. A big connection that I want to show you guys is this hatch or door that goes directly underground. Now, when we first are shown Trevor in GTA 5, he's killing a player that was from a previous Grand Theft Auto title. Now, they like to go back to their older games to like revamp different things or show us Easter eggs. So there's a lot of connections here, plus the whole underground thing that we've talked about before, and we are continuing to learn and progress through, every day. So this is a huge clue since we are led directly to this location when we are Bigfoot chasing after the Beast. We are also led directly to Trevor's house when chasing after the Beast. So that's some stuff to think about. I really wanted to figure out why Rockstar used the Beast, okay? Why did they use that as this Easter egg? Okay, why did they take something from Teen Wolf? So I went and I watched the movie. I did a lot of different research to try to figure this out. And I'm pointing out in this video a couple things that really stood out to me. And one of those things is what you're looking at right now. This is a direct quote from the movie. Okay, Coach Finstock says, "It doesn't matter how you play the game, it's whether you win or lose. And even that doesn't make all that much difference." Now, that is a direct link to the Sinner's Passage or Textile mural, okay, which is directly in line with the Chiliad mural, all right? And this is also, referencing what Dom says to Franklin when we first encounter Dom. All right, and he tells Franklin that it's not whether you get to the end, it's how you got there. Basically, that your journey is important. not the end result of getting somewhere. So this is some pretty interesting stuff, guys. I'm definitely seeing what Rockstar did here. They definitely took a lot from this movie, and it's up to us to get to the bottom of it so we can really figure out what's relevant, what's not, and get ourselves further within this mystery instead of walking in circles. Okay? Also, Couch Finstock says, there are 3 rules that I live by. Never get less than 12 hours sleep, never play cards with a guy who has the same first name as a city, and never get involved with a woman with a tattoo of a dagger on her body. Now you stick to that and everything else is cream cheese. I'm seeing another link directly to Trevor, okay? We have Michael sleeps for 6 hours, Franklin goes to bed and sleeps for 9 hours, but Trevor is the one that sleeps for 12 hours. So when Trevor goes to bed, he sleeps for 12 hours. Now, we just talked about the mural quote and what Coach Finstock says. Now, we also have Trevor waking up at that same location on a roof. Okay, he wakes up drunk and dazed right in front of that Sinner's Passage or textile mural. All right, now we have the same situation with the sleeping. Okay, one of his rules that he lives by is not to get less than 12 hours of sleep. Trevor's the one that gets 12 hours of sleep. Okay, the next one was about cards, and then the third one was about a woman with a dagger on her body. Now, I want to show you guys a couple different tattoos here. Well, I'm looking at a dagger right here, and I'm looking at Trevor, so there is yet another direct link to Trevor from the movie Teen Wolf. And if that isn't convincing enough, guys, let me show you this article of clothing. Right here, we have a jacket, all right? And it is a lone wolf jacket, and the text, the font that they have Lone Wolf written in on the back of that jacket, all right, is very, very similar to the font on Michael J. Fox's shirt for the cover of the Teen Wolf movie. Now, is that just another coincidence, or what? Is it just another coincidence that Trevor has the wolf on that jacket that he can buy? Let's take a look at this picture once again. Okay, we covered the number 42, okay, and he's on the team Beavers. Now, Beavers is an animal, and with peyotes we can turn into animals like Bigfoot. But not only that, we start the game off in Ludendorff, okay, North Yankton, and that is the home of the biggest beaver, okay, and there's a huge beaver there in Ludendorff. Now, we also are able to have Trevor as a playable character in North Yankton. So, I mean, grabbing at straws if you want, but there is small connection there. But I really want to show you guys the connection to the dragon. Now, we have dragons and clues to dragons throughout this whole game, but one thing I want to focus on is something that I showed you guys not too long ago. This discovery was made by Delta, and it is a very, very awesome discovery, especially when you are able to link it up with something so relevant as the biggest Easter egg so far, which is the Beast from Teen Wolf. Okay, dragons, number 5, this guy is. Well, what's next? Number 5, number 6. Dragon 6. Now, I covered this billboard not too long ago, okay? Delta showed us that the O in dragon is actually a sun symbol, and we know that the sun symbols have definitely been placed in areas and places of great importance and relevancy within the Chiliad Mystery. Now, on the top of this billboard, it says that one man will rise up again. Rise up again. Dragon 6. Now, what I really want to point out to you guys is the background. Now, I don't have it zoomed in for you now, so if you don't believe me, you can always go to this location in-game and zoom in on this billboard. But the background, all that stuff that's right behind Dragon 6 and that little 6 there is all small leaves. But not just any type of leaves, guys. What you're seeing is a cluster of maple leaves. Maple leaves. Now, Trevor is from Canada, and we know that Canada likes to show off that they have maple leaves. Okay, so we have a direct connection again with Teen Wolf and Trevor. All right, guys, this is not just coincidences. This is found by hard diligent research, okay? This really is stuff that I had to find by doing research. And you guys can do the same stuff. Now, the reason why this is also so important is not just because it links to Trevor, but what else it tells us. Maybe we are supposed to use Trevor to become Bigfoot. Maybe we have to do that whole entire Easter egg using Trevor. Now, the reason why I'm thinking this is because of the time of weather, okay? The type of weather that we need when doing this. We have to have snowy or foggy weather. Now, this is the whole thing here. Let me show you guys some information about the weather. It says right here that autumn, also known as fall, in North America is one of the 4 temperate seasons. Autumn marks the transition from summer into winter. In September or March, when the arrival of night becomes noticeably earlier and the temperature cools considerably. One of its main features is the shedding of leaves from deciduous trees. Okay, so now we are linking directly to a time of year, okay, and weather. And this is also helping us understand which character we should be doing what with. And I'm leaning on Trevor being the one to do this Bigfoot/Beast Easter egg. Alright? Also, it says here that while most foods are harvested during the autumn, foods particularly associated with the season include pumpkins. Okay? Pumpkins. Also, apples. We know apples is thrown in our face by the epsilon, and pumpkins are definitely important. We'll get to those in a second. And on the top right, it talks about how to get fog, okay, and natural fog. And natural fog occurs during autumn, and especially in areas like California, Southern California. Guys, I've been trying to find a way to have this game give us natural fog so we can do this in a flow type of environment and not have to worry about, using cheats to get this Easter egg done. I believe, as I proved the first time that we ever knew about this Bigfoot peyote, that we didn't have to cheat. And I'm going to try to prove it again, that with this newest Easter egg with the Beast, we don't have to cheat. But without getting off topic, let me show you guys another link with all of this that we just talked about concerning weather, time of year, autumn and fall, okay, and Trevor. When searching for the Beast as Bigfoot, we are taken to Ursula's house. Now, Ursula is directly associated with Trevor, okay? She has pumpkins at her house, a big clue for the weather, okay? Pumpkins. And we also have dead hitchhikers, okay? So, Trevor is associated with dead hitchhikers also. He, gives them to the altruists. Trevor sleeps with Ursula. Thunderstorms happen. We have thunderbolts on the mural, okay? We have Trevor linked to a lot of this stuff, and those glasses were called fall glasses, okay? Fall glasses that Trevor can buy. A lot of links directly to Trevor, okay? There is so many, guys. I just listed off like 10 of them. Look at the shirts that he can wear. Are you guys looking at these shirts? Trevor gets the most meaningful and relevant shirts in the game, alright? Not just shirts, but every type of clothing. We just showed glasses that have fall in the description, okay? Their name is Fall Glasses. This is some big stuff, guys. I really see a lot of connections from Trevor to the Beast, okay? And the Beast is directly associated with none other than Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really think that Trevor is the key. I know a lot of other hunters have said this before, but I really do think that Trevor is the key. He is the lone wolf, and we are supposed to use him to progress within this mystery somehow, some way, some shape, some form. Thank you guys so much. Hit me up, and I will see you guys in the next video or broadcast. Take it easy, and as always, peace!